Hi, I'm Luke Farrer. The answer to this question is a slideshow like the Picasa slideshow I'm looking at here. Another way to do it would be to do a Google image search online and look at some of your favorite places. But what you're going to end up with is a mass of different kinds of photos and video, quite often of low quality. Now in this case, this is a particularly high quality photograph and we're zooming in here to get a sense of what it's like. But I can't look above me and see the canyon towering above me. I can't actually move anywhere. And the panoramic 360 technologies certainly are a step in the right direction, but even there you can't move anywhere. You can hop from one location to another location and pan around, but nothing out there truly allows you to explore, and that's the key thing, to preserve a memory of being in a beautiful place. These photos are just a tiny memento of what it was really like being there. What we're looking for something where we can actually move around and look above you and say, there's that stream coming down that I remember so well. I mean, look at this video. It's a pretty video, but you can't do anything with it except zoom in and out of it. And so my company has created this technology that brings all of this stuff together into one single immersive experience. So here we are, we're transported back to the place where we spent our marvelous vacation in Kauai. And I'm operating a joystick in front of a large computer screen, and I can go anywhere I want. It's a little bit like playing a video game, but everything you see is 100% real. So I've got control over the direction I move in, I've got control over the angle that I tilt the camera at, and where I go is completely up to me. I'm not at the mercy of a cameraman, as you would be if you were watching a film. I'm not being told where I have to go. I mean, you can't tell a cameraman when you're watching a film, okay, stop and turn right and look up the side of the canyon. You just have to watch the film. But here, you have a complete control over where you want to go. I mean, I feel I could be wearing my walking boots here, treading on this rock, and maybe slipping and grazing my knee. Or just out here having a good time with my friends. I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's bringing you back to these beautiful places. Yeah, a swim would be quite nice, wouldn't it? The water looks a little chilly. I don't know, it took 2 hours pretty grueling hiking to get here. I think a nice dip would be ideal. So here goes. Now this is really interesting. This is the picture of a kind of a rocky, mossy area. And here we're looking at it in Picasa, and as you can see, it's a photograph, so there's not much we can do with it except maybe pan it around and maybe zoom in a bit to get some detail. But wait till you see the three-dimensional version. This is the 3D version, and look how suddenly the photograph becomes real. It becomes, I mean, I could smell the rock there. I mean, it really brings you back in this incredibly powerful way. Now this is the magic. This is the 3D laser scanner. Now the way it works is that it looks around itself 360 degrees and captures everything that it sees and creates like a complete 3D replica of the environment as millions and millions of points. Now, in a minute I'm going to show you right here all the points that it gets. And so it's a question of turning those points into a surface and putting photographs onto them. Putting photos onto the scan. And that's how you're able to achieve this magical feeling of actually being there. One of the beauties of this technology is that once you've got your scan, and I only took one single scan of this scene, you can then explore it from any angle you want. Now if you're making regular film, You couldn't do that. I mean, I'm going up to the top of the canyon here, and if you're making a regular film, you'd have to send a camera up to the top of the canyon, and that would be quite expensive. And also, getting a smooth ride through a canyon the way I am here would be very tricky with conventional film technology, because you'd have to set up expensive rigs and cables, and you'd have to have special camera stabilization equipment. Here, once you've got your scan and your photos mapped onto it, you're just using computer games technology to move around, so I'm just having this smooth experience. I mean, who wouldn't want to go up to the top of a canyon and pretend to be Harry Potter or fly through like in Star Wars? And because we're effectively using computer games technology, you can do all kinds of effects. Like here, we're changing the fog, so it makes the environment seem very, very mystical and beautiful. And I doubt that in this part of Kauai they ever have fog. They have a lot of rain, but I don't think they have fog. So it's another way to give control of the environment over to you. So you decide not only what the environment looks like. Here I'm raising the water level, for example. But you also decide exactly how you're going to navigate through the environment. So it becomes it's almost like you've got a palette of colours in front of you, but instead of it being colours, it's the landscape, and it's the way that you're going to interact with it, it's the way that you're going to create the weather, it's the way you're going to fill the water, and of course the music that you set to it at the same time.